Hi everyone. I'm trying to get away from saying guys all the time because I know Scammer Girl says it, and I know it irritates me when I hear her say it, and so I'm sure it irritates you guys. So when you do come in, let me know you're here. Ow, my arm hurts. Uh, I'm waiting for a few more people. Hi Rita. Hi Mama. How are you? I'm sure you can see. Hi Debbie. What this video is about. Um, Now I'm gonna say this and I'll repeat it. Okay. With the information. Hi, can I coming? I'm cold. How are you? Like the name. Anyways, I have, put this in the description and I will say it again and I will keep saying it. Okay. There's no if, ands, or buts. Under no way, shape, or form am I. Hi, Linda. How are you? Um, I am not questioning this person, Heather Renae, on her cancer. Okay. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over the place. Okay. And a lot of people think that the awareness groups are going at her because of her cancer. Okay. Now, I'm not going at her for her cancer. Okay. Cancer affects every single person. Okay. It's affected my life. My grandmother had it twice, and hers was breast cancer. And it was my father's mother. So now, because of my age and that history, I have to go every year for a mammogram. I have a cousin who's going through it right now, and breast cancer. Okay. So it affects everybody in one shape or another, every different type of cancer. Okay. So, with that being said, again, I am not questioning Heather Renae's cancer diagnosis. What I am questioning is her tactics. Okay? When this whole thing started, she was, as you guys know, she was on Scammer Girl's page and said that she had breast cancer and needed, needed help with her car. And originally it was supposed to be $250 from a salvage yard for a transmission. Okay. Now, suddenly it's turned into she needs $2,250 to fix this car. Okay. Suddenly it went from just needing the transmission to needing 4 tires to needing the key, a special key. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry if you get mad at me, but this is how I see it. And, if you get mad, you get mad. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. And this is just my opinion on it. Okay. And I'm sorry if you get mad. But that's just how it is. Okay. She goes live. I've seen a couple of her videos. I stopped watching for many reasons. But the ones that I have watched, she kept mentioning that she was terminal. She had cancer. She, did the Scammer Girls crying tactic. She did the, um, you know, I'm just posting my cash apps because, people want me to. And, people have donated money to her, but it started out as her needing $250. Then it was the transmission. Then it was the labor. Then it was the tires because the tires dry rotted out. So, but here's the issue with those tires. Okay. My brother is a mechanic. I asked him about the tire situation. He told me that tires cannot dry rot, or tires will dry rot from sitting for a long period of time. Okay. Cat lady, she has a Jeep that's been sitting for 2 years. She lives in, off grid. Those tires aren't rotted, dry rotted. So that should tell you something. Then well, let me back up. Okay, I started doing some research on her. Okay, I started seeing posts in other funding pages, and in 2019 or 2020, she said that she needed help with car issues. I've seen the screenshot. She said, okay, in the beginning of the very first video I saw on her, she said she had breast cancer in 2019. Okay. She had the double mastectomy, the whole nine. Then, yeah. Then, at that point, when she posted this post, or in a funding group saying that she needed help with getting to her cancer treatments, and gas there would be $600, and that she needed help with brakes and bearings on a car. So basically, for the last 3 years, she has been in groups requesting funding to fix cars. Okay. Now, this current car that needs $2,250 worth of work. Okay. The video that she posted, she's questioning the mechanic, and it's like, I don't really want to say coercing him, but it's like she's trying to tell him what to say. And the screenshot of the receipt for all the work, kind of strange. Okay. There's no letterhead on it. There's no, hang on, I'm trying to find it. There's no taxes on it. There's nothing. And it's in two different people's handwriting. And it's kind of crazy, you guys. Okay. Then this morning, I did check with my brother on the part that she claims that she got from a junkyard or a salvage yard. So hopefully you can see that. I did check with my brother on that. He said that looks about right for the model of her car, and the price for $1,200. He said sounds about right. So yeah, mountain snow, I know. And that's why the other day I didn't say too much, because I wanted to do some checking on it specifically before I said too much. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this, but hang on, let me see if I have a better picture. That picture I just showed you is of the receipt that she posted last night. There it is. There's a better one. Okay, so hopefully you can see it. Let me see if I can turn my brightness down a little bit more on my phone for you guys. And hopefully you can see it. Okay. So what it says, labor for transmission. Let's see if I can do it this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's part of it. I enlarged it for you. Sorry about my shaking. We're still trying to figure it out. And then here's the total. $2,250. Okay. So it's labor for $600. Work for 2010 Chevy Malibu. Replace transmission. Fluids and filters, $50. Transmission for 2010 Malibu, $1,200. Tires, $400. Okay. But that part I'm still not understanding. Okay. When she posted this in a video last night, she bought 2 tires online for $200. Okay. Now, in that receipt, it showed, it says tires, $400. So if she bought the 2 tires online and she knew she needed 4, why not just buy all 4? Or why not just buy all 4 from this guy? And the reason on that receipt, his name and number is blocked out, is because he didn't want his company name out there, because he does it on the side. And she admitted today that he wrote the bottom part and she wrote the top part. But there's no taxes in this. There's no, in that receipt, nothing. So again, I'm not like going at her for, not even really going at her. I'm just questioning a lot, and so if, like I said, if you get mad at me, I'm sorry. I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, but when she started acting like this, she'd be live and, oh guys, I have terminal cancer and people are picking on me and sending me text messages and threatening me and calling me and all this other stuff. Those are all CMC tactics. Okay. The crying. There are some other things that people are saying, which I haven't seen, so I'm not really going to comment on. But there's so much with her, and apparently her power got shut off, and somebody last week paid it for her. Back in 2020, she needed help turning on her power in the middle of the winter. She didn't pay the bill. Excuse me. And so, I mean, there's just so much with this woman, and I don't get how people can do this, and I've had people actually message me and tell me that there's a special key. That's an anti-theft key that you need for that car, just like most cars nowadays, and it's built right into the key. She lost the key, so she needed to get that key replaced. Those aren't cheap, okay? And somebody I know messaged me and told Heather that she could get that key replaced for free, because her son owns a company that does stuff like that. All my friend would need would be the make and the model of the car. Heather never responded. Okay. So it's like, okay. And from the videos I have seen, she will not respond to people unless there's money involved. There's been people that have tried to help her with resources to, get her to and from cancer the treatments, resources to help her keep her lights on and all this other stuff. She's not responded. I've seen comments where people say that they'll comment to her, they'll ignore her, or she'll ignore them unless somebody's talking about money. So those are all CMC tactics, you guys. Okay, all CMC tactics. And even one of the churches, one of the churches over there in Ohio has spoke out, saying that they've offered gas vouchers. They've offered rides to her. She's turned them down because she doesn't want to ride with anybody else. Now, she claims to have no income. How are the bills being paid prior to her doing her lives? How are they being paid? How are the kids eating? She's got 2 kids. Okay. How are they eating? How are they getting what they need if they have no income? From what I've seen, her boyfriend is her caretaker, and apparently he can't work because he has to take care of her. But the videos I've seen, he's hardly ever there. And when he is there, he's on the video games. So do you see what I'm saying? Do you guys see what I'm saying as far as questioning her tactics? If everything was on the up and up and there weren't so many people questioning her, having questions about her, okay, then it wouldn't be an issue. But I'm just trying to figure all this out. And that's why I thought I'd do a video about it. You know, she did turn on pages, but then she went back to CMC lies too. See, there you go. Her boyfriend was on TikTok begging. Okay, she says she's not a scammer. She's not a beggar. You know, people wanted me to do this. People wanted me to do that. Those are all scammer girl tactics, guys. Okay? And just because people offer you money, you know, to send you something in your Cash App or your PayPal, okay? Doesn't mean you have to take it. Okay? Last year in February, when my son's bike got stolen from work, I simply went in on a community page here. This is just an example. Okay? When his bike got stolen, I made a post on a community page here on Facebook, just asking people to keep an eye out for his bike because he bought that bike with his own money. Okay? All of a sudden, my Facebook page, my messenger, oh my God, and that post just blew up. Okay? I had people offering me money left and right to chip in and get him a new bike. Okay? I even had a news reporter from a big town over message me and want to do a story on it. Okay? I had people all over the place. Okay? Messaging me, emailing me. They were calling the news station to get my information. They wanted to help my son get a new bike. Okay? I had a local guy here. It was so sweet too. A local guy here messaged me and actually posted in this post. Okay? His company owns a gravel pit. Yeah, I agree. But, you know, ultimately, you know, they came out and did a story. I had a biker club from another nearby town call me personally and want to buy my son a bike. Okay? I mean, I had people from all over. And I turned them all down. That's how you do it. Okay? You turn them down. If your true intention is not getting money, you turn them down. I could have very easily taken all this money in that I was being offered, but I didn't. That biker club told me to keep their number, and if we ever needed anything, to get a hold of them, and they would help us. Okay? That's how you do it. Okay? Originally all started just because I wanted people in the town to keep an eye out for my son's bike. Okay, but this gentleman, and I'll never forget him, he's such a sweetheart. His company owns a gravel and rock company. He got a hold of me. Prior to that, he had gotten a hold of the owner of his company, told him what was going on. Okay. His owner gave him $600 to go and buy my son a brand new bike and a lock, a good lock. Because the lock that was on my son's bike, the homeless person who took it cut the lock. Okay, I did take that. But all this money that people were trying to throw at me, I told them, no, I appreciate it, but, you know, I don't want to take your money. So that's how you do it. Heather, Scammer Girl, Connie, Ed. Okay, that's if you truly intent on not taking people's money, you just tell them thanks, but no thanks. Just like I did. But then again, scammers, they will take people's money. Okay. And I mean, it's something else, and everything that she is doing right now are, scammer girl tactics. She also said back when first or second video, we'll go get him Taco Bell.
Do you want anything?
Give me a quesadilla.
Oh wait, can I get money?
It's in that drawer under the monitor.
Okay.
Get a piece of paper and I'll tell you what to pick up at the store too. Okay. Anyways, on that first video, she said that somebody asked about a GoFundMe. She had said, "Oh yeah, no, I know. Mountain snow. I agree. I agree. And in my case, with my son's bike, I could have very easily taken all that money, but I'm not like that. My ultimate goal was just to get my son's bike back, but it ultimately ended up getting him a new bike, which was pretty cool. Okay, we need tea. Hang on a second, you guys. I need Sprite, cat food. Hang on one sec. Get enchilada sauce. I think I'm gonna make some chicken enchiladas tonight. Yeah, I need enchilada sauce.
Okay.
1 and 1. There was something else. Oh my gosh, I can't remember now.
Okay.
And you know what kind of cat food?
Mm-hmm.
Check his treats, and if he needs if they're almost less than half, get a bag. Oh, I know what it was. Michael! I don't know, my son can hear me. I remember what it was now. Anyways, but it's just crazy. She had said that she was a silent watcher of scammies for a while. Oh. Put cottage cheese on that list.
Okay.
You just brought it all out?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know how much to get.
That's all that's in there?
Mm-hmm.
How is that possible?
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be more in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. All right, I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
Shouldn't be that, but...
Okay.
And add cottage cheese to that list.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Thank you. Now I have him... Exactly. I have him go to the store for me right now because I still can't drive. And I don't see my new doctor.
Who's paying for Taco Bell?
You can pay for Taco Bell.
Okay.
Because we pay enough for you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, she is. And I mean, it's something else. And she talked about, people asked her about start a GoFundMe. She said no, she wouldn't do it because GoFundMe takes too many fees. Well, there's screenshots showing that she started a GoFundMe in April of this year. And, she was also asked to show proof of where the car was at. The car was still at the garage. Okay. The only picture she posted was of the hood of the car. How is that going to prove where the car's at? And she said that the mechanic keeps pushing her car in and out of the garage to work on his own and other cars because he does it on the side. Now, I'm sorry, but if I myself had cancer and I needed that car to go to my treatments, I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to decide to fix my car so I can get to my treatments. And that's basically what she's been doing. Yep, I agree. Mountain Snow, I totally agree with you on that one. But she only posted a picture of the hood of the car. And it's like, I'm sorry, but if I had to prove something like that, I'd be posting pictures without, just covering up the license plate. And I'd prove where the car was. So, and like I said, there's other things that people have said that's happened in these videos. But I have to go back and watch it because I've watched some of them and I really didn't pay too much. I kind of skipped through. So before I talk about these other ones, these other things, I need to go back and vet it, check it out, make sure it's truth before I say a word about it. Another thing too, okay, we've all known cancer patients going through radiation and, chemo. Okay. And even people, okay, people with cancer. Okay. They don't have energy. They don't, all they want to do is sleep, you know, and all she's, and she sure has a lot of energy. I've read things to where she'll go down to the local store to get her cigarettes and her soda at night. Most cancer patients, they don't have the energy to do that. And when somebody is terminal, like she claims she is, they assign hospice workers to you. And I know she says her husband, boyfriend, whatever he is to her, is her caretaker. There's a difference between caretaker and hospice worker. He cannot be her hospice worker. A hospice worker is a medically trained and certified person that comes in and takes care of you. And he's not a hospice worker. Are you okay, Butter? Are you okay, my boy? So, I mean, it's something else, guys. So then she suddenly yesterday afternoon, her page up and disappeared. Okay? Just up and disappeared. It's nowhere to be found. Okay? And she claims she's on a 30-day ban. Well, here's the thing. She said that she got a 30-day ban and that she had 28 more days to go. And that's why it disappeared. BS. I'm calling bullshit. Because yesterday morning it was there. The day before yesterday it was there. So if yesterday was if yesterday she still had 28 more days to go, it would still be there. Okay? And if I do remember correctly, what's today? Wednesday. So Monday she was actually live on that breast cancer page. So she was on a 30-day ban from that page. How can she go live on Monday and then yesterday say that and yesterday afternoon the page suddenly disappeared, and then she says that she's on a 30-day ban and she has 28 more days to go? And that was yesterday. So, and on top of that, if you get a ban from Facebook for 30 days, your page stays. And you cannot, any of your pages, whether it be a business page, a personal page, or that kind of stuff, you cannot post anywhere. Okay? You cannot go live. You cannot post in other people's lives or their pages. Okay, one, I know that from personal experience, and two, Cat Lady knows that from personal experience as well. And she was commenting in CMC Lives 2 last night. I've never seen her wear oxygen. Mountain Snow, I've never seen her wear oxygen. And that can be very dangerous if she does have oxygen tanks in that house and she smokes. Because I've seen her light up. Which I'm not knocking her if she is terminal. Hey, I'm not knocking her on that. If there's no turning back from this, I know people. Hi, Free Bleeder. How are you? I know people, and even one of my husband's customers, he was told he was terminal, and his doctor said that, you need to quit smoking, quit drinking. But he was terminal. He looks at his doctor and he tells him, hey, if I'm terminal, and I'm, going to leave this world, I'm leaving on my terms. I'm going to do what I enjoy. I enjoy drinking and smoking. So, but if she does have oxygen in that house with her smoking, that is putting her and those kids in a dangerous situation. Okay. Like I said, I've only seen a couple videos of hers, and those were in the beginning. And the very first one I saw was right after the crap with Scammer Girl happened. And so I didn't see any auctioning, but like I said, I've only seen a couple of them. I just, he just left. Hang on a second, you guys. What? No, I was calling you from in the house before you left to put the cottage cheese on that list. Oh, you know what? Pick up some cheese too, shredded cheese, because I don't know if I have enough for the enchiladas. All right. Oh, you should. If not, then you can just use your money. All right. Bye. Anyways, but I just, I cannot sit, just like with Scammer Girl. Yeah, exactly, free bleeder. Just like Scammer Girl, I cannot sit and watch people that are constantly poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me, poor me. Okay, I can't do that. And I'm sure some of you sometimes, my past videos, okay, you got tired of listening to me saying poor me, poor me, poor me, with that one where I was crying, which is very rare you see that, because I normally don't show emotion. But at that point, I was fed up. But, but I just can't watch people do that. Even it's crazy. I just can't sit there and see. And, even with Scammer Girl, yeah, guys, if it's not one thing, it's a dozen for us. And, I'm just a poor country girl. And, I can't watch that, and that's exactly free bleeder. That's the important thing right now. But I'm still trying to figure out, how is the bills being paid? How is the rent being taken care of? How are those kids being taken care of? Where's the food coming in? Coming from? Because she claims they have no income. And it's, I don't know, I just can't do it. I can't. And I understand if she's terminal, okay, I get it, and if she is terminal, I understand, going to treatments to try to save your life. And I get it. I get it. But, if you're trying to save your life to be with your kids, because that's what I'd be doing. Okay, even if you were terminal and there was a possibility you would survive, okay, then you need to get to those treatments. And I'd be doing everything in my power to stay uplifted. Instead of, oh guys, they're threatening me, and they're calling me a meth head, because that's what she said in one of her videos, and calling me a tranny, and but here's the thing, all these threats she claims that she's gotten, not one screenshot to prove it. That's a scammy tactic. Okay, the crying on command, scammy tactic. Okay, booting people for asking questions out of that breast cancer page, scammy tactic. Okay, ignoring people, and I've had people tell me this, ignoring them when they try to give her resources, scammy tactic, as well as several other scammers. Okay, people like Scammy and potentially Heather. Okay, I'm not fully calling her a scammer, okay, because I'm still trying to figure this out. This is just what I've seen so far. Okay, but when all they want is money, they will make nothing but excuse after excuse after excuse. If anybody, hi Chaos, how are you? They will make excuses when people try to give them resources. There's a lady that said that she tried to get Heather to, a list of resources in her area to help with the electric bill. Okay. Heather ignored her, never messaged her. And it's just like, people, when all they see are dollar signs, they will ignore all local resources. And it's crazy. that sounds like fun, actually. My Butters is over here calm down for the moment. What? Hang on a second. Somebody just sent me something about Heather. Give me one sec. Wow. Okay, guys. So somebody just sent me a link to this. It says somebody asked her. Now she's supposed to have her car back. Okay. She's supposed to have her car back. She says that her first treatment is the 17th. Okay. And somebody says, were you able to get a ride for your treatment Monday? She responds with, no, I was not. Nobody in my hometown or people that had told me if I ever needed anything at all when I posted about my cancer reoccurring and it's being stage 4 offered. Go figure, huh? It's just sad and heartbreaking. I don't have the $250 to pay for a taxi for a 168-mile round trip. So she has just received a ton of money from different people. Okay. But suddenly she doesn't have the money to go to her treatment or her car to go to the treatment. Okay. When there's cancer centers that will help her, the church is offered to help her, but suddenly, she says no. She told this church no. And then she lies on her first video saying that there were no resources in her area. So crazy, right? Crazy. So, I mean, it's crazy. Anyways, chaos. I have 2 big cats in my house. I have one that's a Siamese. She's probably a good, I want to say 12 pounds. And then I got a big bruiser who's 20 plus pounds. And so they can get crazy. But that actually sounds like fun. And I got my Bobo boy down here. My buddy. My puppy. It's hard to believe he's going to be a year old next month. So, but, with that breast cancer page, okay, suddenly it's disappeared. And the 30-day ban, and she said yesterday she has 28 more days to go. But yet she was live on Monday on that page. So how did she get a 30-day ban? Okay. And then one breath, and the next breath says she has 28 more days to go. But yet she was live on Monday. And she was commenting in the CMC Lives 2 page. Figure that one out. That's a scammy tactic. Yeah, exactly, free bleeder. Exactly. And hang on, I am going to pull that up. I did get a screenshot of that at what the church said. Give me one sec. While I'm looking for that, I'm going to tell you guys this one. Okay, so in January of 2020, she did a funding page. She went to a funding group, and she says, I have breast cancer. It says, Heather Renae, January 17, 2020, Facebook Pay, PayPal, whatever. I have breast cancer. My hair has started falling out in clumps in just the last half hour. I found a nice wig that I'd like to get and honestly need it before my son's mother-son dance at school. That's coming up. I can provide proof of my diagnosis if anybody would like to see it before they donate. I have my second chemo in 8 hours. I'm just devastated right now. I've been so strong and thought I could handle this part, but I can't. Oops. I keep forgetting. I got to turn my brightness down when I show you guys pictures on my phone. So this was in January of 2020, you guys. Hopefully you can see it. So that's what that all says. Okay. Then this was on January 23rd of 2021. I have 2 doctor's appointments in the morning to have my chemo port checked out and get a scan done to see if there's more cancer in my body. I can't miss these appointments. It's urgent. I've tried all day to get help with no luck. Please help me. I've been struggling waiting for unemployment to kick back in, and that's not until February 8th. Thanks. Well, here's the thing. Okay. If you have cancer and you can't work, you can't get unemployment because unemployment wants you to work. Okay. So here's that. Trying to do this so you guys can see it. Hopefully you can. It's not too bright. Okay. So you can't get employment if you have cancer because you can't work with cancer. Oh, you got a hairless. Or wait, a haired Siamese is sweet. I thought that said hairless. Sorry. Long haired. Yeah, mine. I mean, I'm not really sure what kind she is, but I know my girl's something else. So here's another one, February of 2021. Hey everyone, I'm currently battling stage 3 breast cancer and really struggling mentally, physically, and financially. With all my appointments and treatments, I am just now able to file my taxes today. My electric got shut off yesterday, and I have only a few cents in my bank account. I have tried to get help to no avail. I can provide proof of my electric bill that shows the disconnect date of Saturday. Can anyone help me? I can pay back with interest once I get my deposit back. It is super cold out right now, and I'm doing everything I can to keep me and my sons warm. It's quite embarrassing having to post something like this on a public forum, but a mother has to do anything she possibly can to make sure her kids are okay. And there's that one. Okay? Now, it's all good. Anyways, so here's the issue with that. Okay? On that very first video, she said 2019 is when she got her breast cancer, when she was discovered that she had breast cancer. Okay. In 2020, she said, or during that same video, she said when in 2020, she went into remission. Okay. So here we are, February of 2021, and she's posting, asking for help to get her electric bill paid because it got shut off. And that was February 20th of 2021. And she says she has stage 3 breast cancer. Okay. But I thought you said it went into remission in 2020. Hello. Okay. That's, and then this year she said it came back. So hang on, we'll find that one thing I was looking for. Forgot actually what I was looking for. Oh, here it is too. This was created. Heather created a fundraiser on August 27th of 2020. Please help if you can. I can't start radiation treatments until I'm financially able to get there. It will cost me $100 a week to get to treatment and back every day. That's just the cost of gas. So $600 for the entire treatment process. Also need to get brakes and a wheel bearing for my car. It's not a wheel bearing. It's wheel bearings. Okay. It's not one big thing. It's like bearings are little balls. For my car, if you feel in your heart to donate, did you catch that? If you feel in your heart to donate, that's a scammy tactic. Those are scammy's words exactly, verbatim. If you feel it in your heart to donate. So, oh yeah, and then after she started doing her lives, suddenly she started doing raffles, or as people are calling them, waffles. Okay. 50-50 raffles. Damn, I almost called it a waffle. So, I mean, it's crazy, you guys, with her. Okay. And all these tactics. Oh, here it is. This is what I was going to show you. Read you guys. Come on. Okay. So this was posted from a church. It says, thank you for reaching out. She has multiple options. Both cancer centers in our area have gas vouchers. Additionally, we have 2 transport services that are need-based and will give rides free of charge. The gas vouchers aren't enough because she needs car repairs too, and she doesn't want to use transport services because she doesn't want to ride with someone else. Her mom has attended our church as well as several of her friends. Our church can provide assistance, but is reluctant to in this case. So, see, the options are out there, but she wants the money. Okay. And that car, the 2010 Malibu, it's been sitting longer than just, a few months or a couple years. It's been sitting for way longer. Oh, wow. Can I come in? It's cold. I am so sorry, sweetheart. I'm praying for her. I'm so glad it's in remission, and I'm praying that it stays away. Because, cancer is devastating. And, it's even more devastating when somebody uses it as a ploy or a toy to, a ploy to gain on people's sympathy, to get money. And so it's crazy, so there is options out there for her to get to and from her treatment centers. These, even if the closest one is 85 miles away, okay, they're going to figure out how to get to her and get her back. Because my question is, okay, when she does get to her treatments, and gets her treatment, she's not going to be able to drive back, And I've also read that if it's too far, then they'll find another cancer treatment for you. There's plenty of options, for transportation for cancer patients. I see commercials all the time that cancer treatments of, what is it? The Cancer Society. They have people that will actually go and pick you up. Okay. Volunteers that will go to your home, pick you up, take you to your treatment, and bring you back home and make sure you're safe. And you're comfortable and you have everything you need. Yes, I agree with you. But I do pray that, your daughter's cancer stays away, honey, because cancer can be devastating. My aunt Tuggy, it was crazy. She went to the doctor and she was given 6 months. She had breast cancer and she was given 6 months. And she passed within a month or two of the diagnosis. It was sad. It was really, really sad. I have a cousin who's going through it right now. I'm not going to, put her name on here, but she watches my videos and I pray every day for her that she gets stronger and stronger. She knows who she is. She watches my videos. But I pray every day, honey, that you get better, that you get well because you've been through a lot. But this stuff, it just makes me angry. Yesterday, when I started reading all this, I was livid. Okay? I was so damn livid over this. Yeah. It affects everybody in one way or another. It does. It affects everybody. My grandmother, like I said, my grandmother had it twice. Luckily, they caught it in time. But because with her having it twice, now it's in, my family. And because of my age being 50, with that, that gene potentially there, I have to go every year for a mammogram. Or as I call it, a booby pincher. And anybody that's had it knows exactly anybody that's had a mammogram knows exactly what I'm talking about when I say a booby pincher. And the first time I called it that, my husband looks at me, he goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Isn't it just like an x-ray?" It's like, kind of, sort of, but they put your boob in between two hard pieces of plastic and they smash it down this way, and then they smash it together this way. And that hurts. And when I did this and this, then he understood. For me, this part when they do it doesn't hurt. It's, it's not really uncomfortable. It's this part when they do it. It's what's uncomfortable for me. But, but for somebody like this to use that, and so many people on the awareness pages have come out against people trying to start crap, saying, oh, well, you're just going at her because of her cancer. It's like, oh, she's got cancer, give her a break. And it's like, many people have explained, it's not about her having cancer. Okay? It's the unanswered questions. Okay? Because there's so many of them. Now, she produced the receipts, even though she wrote it, except for the part at the bottom that's been blacked out. Okay, the mechanic wrote that part, but she wrote the rest of it. She admitted it. Okay, no taxes, no state tax, no charge, nothing. She's produced that. She's produced where she bought 2 tires, okay, for $200, $204. Okay, now I see taxes and all that in there. Okay, and the tire charge. Then, additionally, there's an additional $400 charge for tires. Okay. My question is, she showed the transmission that she got from a salvage yard, which again is a scammy tactic. Scammy will go to the salvage yard, buy the brakes, the bearings, whatever. Okay. Exactly, free bleeder. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but what she hasn't produced is the receipt for the transmission from the salvage yard. Okay. She showed the transmission that's laying outside the garage in the grass. Oh, wow. Yeah, chemo can affect each person differently. But, for the first couple days afterwards, it's, some people get really, really sick. And yes, I know each person's different with chemo radiation, but this woman has way too much energy to have cancer, or at least going through treatments. I mean, I know maybe I've contradicted myself, and if I did, then, I apologize, but all these tactics that she's doing, and the mechanic that's doing the work doesn't want his face on camera, which is understandable. Okay. He doesn't want his business name mentioned. Okay. Which is understandable, because there are the idiots out there that will inundate that company with phone calls. Okay. But he says he does it on the side, and that does not look like a home garage. So, but like I've said before, if I needed that car to get to my doctor's appointments and my treatments, I sure in the hell wouldn't sit around waiting for somebody to get to it when they can. Keep pulling the car out. And that's the other thing. They need that key. And there's been no receipt or mention of the key being replaced. Oh, okay. So, but, and just like the screenshots I read you guys and showed you, she said 2019 she developed breast cancer, and it went into remission in 2020. So if that's true, why was it in 2021 she was begging for money to get to treatment and getting brakes and wheel bearings? Okay, so, she's been begging, I guess you could say, or asking for money for car problems for 2 or 3 years now. I mean, it's all this is not adding up. And I'm sure there's more out there that I just haven't come across yet. But I mean, and I don't know, people really need to pay attention. From my past experience, and DJ Cat Lady reminded me of this today, that usually when there's a scammer and people pop out from that scammers group, and they're associated with them, then chances are they're the same way as the original scammer. So I just want to reiterate, I'm not coming at her because she has cancer. Okay? And I've said it. I said it in my description, and I said it at the beginning, and I'm saying it again. All right? I'm not questioning or coming at her because of her cancer. I'm coming at her and questioning her tactics. Okay? On all these money requests, people wanting to send her money, her using her cancer diagnosis as a way to get money, and it's just, there's so many unanswered questions. There really, really is. Oh, I agree, Free Bleeder. I agree. She has. And, somebody said something about she's gotten a couple thousand in the last couple days or something. I mean, like I said, I quit watching her because I can't sit there and watch somebody. Guys, I'm a cancer patient. I have stage 4, and it went into my spine, and I don't deserve getting these threats and people calling me and texting me, and I can't sit there and watch people like that. Okay? I just can't. And I wasn't trying to make fun of her. Okay, but that's just what she does. And I can't sit and watch it. Okay? And somebody else mentioned she stops using the word terminal. So, but I mean, I don't know. This is just my point, my opinion on what I'm seeing, and the fact that she's doing what she's doing, and now that page is gone. She does have a private group that she says she's vetting everybody very carefully before they get in, and it's crazy. See, that's what I was thinking, Free Bleeder. That's why I said, that these are all scammy tactics that she's doing. And then when somebody says something, questions her, she either ignores or she blocks. That's a scammy tactic. Okay. Excuse me. So, I mean, that's just, it's my opinion on what I've seen, guys. And, it really bothers me that what I'm seeing, it bothers me that people like her use her diagnosis to get money, to try and use people and manipulate people. Okay. And I mean, it's sad. People have cancer every single day, and you don't see them out there on social media. Oh, guys, I have cancer. I need to get this fixed so I can get to my treatments. Okay. They don't. And this whole thing started over her on Scammy's live. And then she did her own live to try to defend herself. And she only needed $250, which I thought $250 for a rebuilt, salvaged transmission. I thought that was too cheap. But this, originally she needed $250. Now she needs $2,250. And with everything that she's been given over the last couple weeks, it's more than enough to fix that car. And then somebody paid her light bill. And it's like, I don't get it. How's the rent being paid? The water. Well, the water and the trash are included in the rent because she lives in an apartment. So that's, that's part of the utilities that are included in the rent, the water and the trash. But how are these kids being taken care of? With food and clothes and, the electric. Well, we know the electric got shut off for non-payment because somebody else paid it last week. So, yep, Rita, she does. And so there's too many unanswered questions. And, by her shutting down her page and claiming that she's on a 30-day ban, and claiming she had 28 more days to go, but yet she was live on Monday and then claimed last night 30-day ban, but she had 28 more days to go. That would have meant she would have been put on the ban on Monday, but she was live on Monday and the page disappeared yesterday afternoon. So, and she's now has her private page. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, see, the kids have phones too. If there's no money coming in, how are the phones being paid for? How I know school just got out, but how were the kids getting their school supplies? The clothes that all kids always need clothes, no matter what. They always need clothes. Kids grow fast. Okay, they always need them. So how is that all being taken care of? Where's the food coming from? Because one minute, she says she's not receiving anything, that she's applied for it all, but yet the next minute, so it's like, if she's not getting any services, like she originally said, how are these kids being taken care of? And she said that she'd applied for SSDI and they were supposed to expedite it because of her diagnosis. So, it's not making sense, some of this stuff. So, but I just wanted to come on and give my opinion on this and what I'm seeing. So what opinions, right? Everybody's got one. So, but just, that's why I've put it in my description, as well as said it here multiple times. I'm not coming at her because of her cancer diagnosis. So that's, not the reason for this. Her tactics are very, very questionable on how she's going about it and how she's talking to people, and the way she's acting are all scammer girl tactics. So yeah, so see, how do they have groceries if there's no income? And most people, if they have no income, and they have they're given resources to help them, they're going to jump on that. Okay, sweetheart, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I'm fixing to go too. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm going to go make me something to eat and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys and tell you what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing, I'm not liking. Just everything that's going on is not adding up. None of it. So, anyways, I hope you guys have a great afternoon and we will all talk soon. Bye, you guys.